Hi everyone, today I'm gonna talk about Crete again, an island that I love a lot. You may know already from my other videos about Crete. My name is Steph from Elf365 and I will talk about the differences between Heraklion and Chania. I've organized this video because I received multiple emails asking which one works best. If you are traveling with kids, which one works better? Chania is my favorite in this case, and the reason is that it's more walkable, it's less of a city, there are more playgrounds around, and there are also a couple of nice local beaches which you can enjoy with your kid. And this is the biggest drawback actually of Heraklion. It doesn't have really a big or a nice beach. Moreover, from Chania you have a possibility to visit two of the most beautiful beaches around the island, Elafonisi and Balos Beach on the west coast of Crete. Absolutely gorgeous. I talk about that in my video about the best places to visit in Crete, which I will put in a corner here, the link. And in this video I also talk about a couple of little gems that you may not know about Crete.
No, I'll never let you go. You stay with me. I'll never let you go.
Chania also, in my opinion, is much better if you're planning to have a romantic stay. The old town is fantastic, and at night all of these lanes are close to the traffic and all of the restaurants have tables outside. Absolutely gorgeous to spend the night with your partner. Both cities have an airport. Heraklion airport is probably bigger and busier. For the check-in, once you leave the island, Chania works better because it's smaller and it's quicker. And these are possibly the only two differences between the two airports.
With you, I'm like a flower that sees the break of day. Our love's like sunshine now, let it never fade away.
Has Heraklion anything that you should enjoy better than Chania? Historical sites for sure. In 30 minutes from Chania you are in Knossos, which is the oldest European city dated back to the Bronze Age. And from Heraklion you can also go on a day trip to Spinalonga Island, a Venetian fortified island where you can walk around and have a great experience that I talk about in my video about the places to visit in Crete. What about if you're planning some trekking, especially if you take a break into Crete in spring or autumn when swimming may be too cold? In this case, Chania again is winning. And that's because you have easy access to some of the most beautiful gorges like Samaria Gorge, which is said to be the biggest gorge in Europe. It's actually not the biggest gorge in Europe because that's in France, in south of France, but still it's a 16 kilometers walk, which is absolutely gorgeous. Aghierini is another one next to Samaria Gorge. It's not as popular as touristy, but again so beautiful. Heraklion is close to Mount Ida, which is the tallest mountain that you can find in Crete. It's 2,500 meters on the peak. It's actually a place where local people go to ski in winter, so it's quite interesting. You never think about a Greek island for skiing. but it's more of a mountain. It doesn't have a unique feeling to walk in a gorge like the Samaria or the Agia Irini gorge.
I need you closer than ever, ever than before. My life is wasted if I can't spend it all with you. I've lived in total darkness, now you're my only light.
Now what about the restaurants? Which one works best? Look, both cities, you can imagine, have amazing places to eat. What I will do, I will add a video with some of the restaurants which I would suggest. There is a beautiful area in Chania which closes at night. It becomes all pedestrian, absolutely beautiful in the old center. So let's see this map. And here I am with a map. I am in Chania, and you see the airport is here on the east side of the city. It's about 20 minutes to 30 minutes by bus. Now I'm gonna zoom in into the city and you see that this is the historical part of the city, absolutely beautiful. It's mostly pedestrian with mostly lanes and some streets connecting them. The little pier is here on the side, and you will find a few restaurants with a beautiful view, especially at sunset. But one of the streets that I wanted to show you the most is this one here, which is called Cazzimicali Daliani. This is an amazing lane because it has some of the best restaurants, I think, in Chania, and at night it becomes all alive with tables everywhere. Honestly, it's hard to give a suggestion on which restaurant works best. You go there, you pick the one that has the food that you love the most, and you just sit. Absolutely suggestive. This is my favorite street into Chania for food. And here I am in Heraklion. As you see, the airport again is about 20 minutes east of the city. It's very well connected. Now I zoom in the historical part of the city, which is right here in the center. You have the two main streets here, and this is the shopping area, and this is more of a historical part of the city. It's all beautiful for a walk, absolutely suggestive. There is also a little park, and if you are traveling with kids, it's a perfect place because you will find a playground. Now about the food suggestions, there are a few restaurants along the main street, but that's not probably where you get the best food. You should get out from the main street, and one place I suggest is this one here, which is called Only to Defcaliona. Bear with me if the accent is not in the right place. This is amazing food and at very good price. I'm really surprised because I had one of the most beautiful dinner in Crete and at a very affordable price. And that's it about the food. And let's keep going. And let's move to the nightlife. Both cities have a good nightlife. Heraklion has more of a local nightlife. Heraklion is actually a university city, so what you expect in that case is plenty of young people around, local bars. So in this case, I think Heraklion is the winner. How easy is to go between the two cities? It's actually quite easy. It's only a 2.5–3 hours trip. There are plenty of buses running between the two cities. If you are driving your own car, yes, there is a little bit of a problem in finding a parking spot, but there are a few organized places where you can leave your car for 10–15 euros. I have written a post about the differences between the two cities, and over there I left also some links on the parking spots that I usually use. If you're still undecided between the two, I may add some more confusion, which is Rethymno. This is a town between the two, is halfway through, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It It has a fantastic old town between Venetian walls. It's not as big as the other two, it doesn't have an airport, but it's easy accessible, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half by bus from both cities. It has a nice local beach. It's good if you have a few days in Crete, like 1 week, to spend maybe 3 or 4 days in Rethymno. By the way, I have done also a video about all of the my suggested areas to stay in Crete, and I will add the link probably above here in the video.
I'll never let you go. You stay with me.
And that's it about this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I really appreciate if you can put a like on it, subscribe to the channel of course, and tick that little bell so you can get some notifications when I post a new video about Crete and Greece. See you soon in the next video.